So, somebody asks you to grab a back. And you're gonna ask, did you want a small or a large? Everybody know the difference and what they're called?
Small, large.
No, that's nice. There's actually, on the sheet, there's two choices to click off. One is Vac Alta and one is Active Vac. So the little one is the Active Vac. So you're gonna be active with it, okay? In case you need to figure out which one's which. And you've already put it on, and all you have is the paperwork in your hand. Alright, so patients are not meant to go home with the larger Vac Altas. If you're placing one on a daycare patient, ensure you grab the smaller one. Looks like this. Comes in a bin like this, and it's this big. Okay? Back to back.
Should we ever be putting the small ones on? Like, I know we put them on if we don't have the big ones, but this,
That depends. If it's a daycare patient,
we
rarely.
ever
It could happen.
hardly.
Yesterday we did that. The small one got put on a patient because she was getting discharged home and it was going to be dealt with her for a while.
Something I, all the time, not all the time, but sometimes is, big one you can adjust the pressure, which they like, and the small one I guess you can't,
Less options, yes.
or you can't do it at all.
Um,
We've tried and spent, and then we've actually had to change to the large one
It says you could do 25 to 200
on the small.
millimeters of mercury, and you can do it in intermittent or continuous mode. So there is some options, but not as many as the other.
We could not find any information on how to change it, so.
There's a video for that, but I did not make you watch it.
You need if you want.
Yeah, that's not a friendly video. Okay, so size of the wound and tunneling dictates which foam and dressing you're gonna grab. And then once again, if we don't have something, run upstairs to the second floor and steal from them. Okay, and then you need to fill out the attached form. This is like the biggest thing so that we can track it, especially since we only own one and it's rarely used. The rest of them come from KCI. So KCI needs to know when it goes on, where it is, and who it's attached to. So the most important bits are the highlighted ones. So you need the date you're putting it on, which ward or unit, including home care. So if it's leaving the building, please write home care and what site it is. Sometimes we get Kimberly patients as well, so they need to know who they're billing. And then last, it should be pre-populated with a serial number, so that should be fine. But you do need to click off which one you're doing, which is most likely checked off already when it arrives. So just keep in mind those important things. And then you can leave it on the desk for people to send.
And a patient sticker.
Yeah, you're right. The patient. I did not highlight that. Okay, so you fill out the attached form and leave it on the PCC desk, the bare minimum with those highlighted items. You could also fax it to KCI and it's pre-populated in the printer, and then just hit it with a fax stamp. Looks like this.
And those papers are in that back binder?
Extra ones are, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But there should be one attached each,
Oh,
unless it gets ripped off.
Oh, okay.
So it should already have pre-populated what type it is and what the serial number is. KCI just needs to know who's attached to it and where it's going. Alright. There's also, has everybody seen this? We keep track of them through this in the binder. This binder, has everybody seen this binder before? Also has a cheat sheet for what you need to fill out when you grab it. Okay?
It's
So,
at the front desk, right?
not anymore, it's sitting with the back,
Vacs,
so it's an easier reminder to do something with it. And then when they get removed, because they end up here, dropped off, dirty, typically, you can write a note on this file form as well. and then refax to KCI with the notes. Refax to KCI, and then add to that sheet that was in the binder. When the Vacs come back, please make sure housekeeping wipes them down. That's like, yeah, critical, because typically they just get pulled off the patient and set on our counter.
Or in a dirty, grocery bag.
If they're
This
coming
came
from
for
home,
you.
this is where you have
With
this.
the acrylic dressing attached.